The time of the year has come round once again, and FIFA is all the rage. This time we're back for FIFA 17. Now let me say this, I'm actually not the biggest football fan in the world, and tend to skip FIFA from time to time. Most recently I skipped FIFA 16 as I don't see many improvements year to year to justify the purchase of an entirely new game, but to those who do, and notice the difference, more power to you. The last FIFA I owned was 15, and while I have played 16 on occasion, it is with great pleasure that 17 has satisfied me with its new feeling and modes. Firstly, from what I can grasp, the mechanics have not been completely overhauled, but the Frostbite engine continues to impress, making players feel more lifelike, therefore making more realistic turns and movements and feeling heavier and ground to the pitch. You feel the contact of physical contest and the raw power of your shot, whether you smash it precisely into the top corner or miss kick, leaving a slow rolling mess for the keeper to easily contain. And that's where FIFA gets me intrigued. While players feel slower, that's how they should be. After all, FIFA is attempting to create a football simulation and not an arcade experience. While this can take some getting used to, I appreciate the up level of control, even in the finer, more minute areas. Passes need to be more carefully directed, timed and charged depending on the distance of the pass, and blistering shots can now be directed down low, disproving the old FIFA rule that more power means more height. And while the gameplay has gotten the welcome facelift, it's the modes that married this gameplay so perfectly. While most modes remain the same with inclusions like Career Mode, Manager Mode and Ultimate Team, it's the inclusion of a new mode that shone the brightest, and yes, you guys already know, so say it with me, the Journey. Now make no mistake, it's not your regular career mode, but a specifically designed story, putting players in the shoes of Alex Hunter and his journey from rags to riches, much like Fight Night Champion and the story of Andre Bishop. To my surprise, this is a well-crafted story, attempting to mix heart, suspense and rivalry within the mechanics of FIFA. And while this still feels very FIFA at heart, stories have been much worse. All around a great inclusion, and I hope this kind of story mode sticks around in the iterations to come.
Just don't get too carried away. It can disappear just like that.
Presentation overall is fantastic, with the graphics themselves looking better than ever. Some players from smaller known teams, such as those in the A-League, need their facial likeness adjusted, but that's about it. Accompanied by a great soundtrack, easy to access menus, pre-game traditions and manager reactions, there's no denying that the game does its job at making you feel like this is only a step away from the likes of a real televised game. With that said, FIFA 17 is a must play for any football fan, surprising me with new modes like the Journey and keeping me engaged through overall mechanics and presentation. Picking this game up is much like hitting the top right hand corner from outside the box, a score. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like my review, please click that like button just there, and if you're new, please subscribe to my channel to stay tuned with all my upcoming content. This has been Matt from Chunky's Reviews, and I shall see you soon.